It's Friday. You come home after a busy week at work. You turn down the lights and plug in to the metaverse. Now you're meeting up with Kyle for a quick match of Holospace, and your heart rate and pupil dilation indicates you're tired. But hey, you promised him one quick match, right? As Haven is loading, an ad pops up.
Tired? Try the BlueTech mattress, infused with nanotech AI that adjusts to your sleeping patterns. Get the best night of sleep every night.
Skip ad.
Need coffee?
Skip ad.
Get the BlueTech mattress.
Skip ad. What's up, Kyle? The dreaded A word, advertisements. Over the next few years, as the entertainment industry shifts to the headset, we're going to see a secondary shift. A shift that will bring both annoyance and innovation to one of the biggest technical switch-ups in human history. This is the future of advertisements. Now, we're all familiar with catered ads. Sometimes they're helpful, other times they're annoying, but one thing's for certain. As we enter the age of virtual reality, we're gonna see more and more advertisements in our beloved headsets. In fact, it's already begun. Companies like Virtual Sky and Omnivert are established agencies to create ads specifically for VR content. But don't get me wrong, it's not all bad. Now, Virtual Sky provides customers with two types of ads I'm sure we're all familiar with. The 5 to 10 second ad before the content, what they call sponsored ads, and their experience ads. Those play during natural breaks in the VR content, say in between levels in a game. Omnivert, on the other hand, provides a platform for 360 video and VR content to be distributed across a multitude of platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, etc. Now, of course, the question at hand isn't how the ads are distributed or the fact that advertisement will make its way into VR. The questions are: 1, how is the ad actually? And 2, how does the ad mesh with the experience it's integrated in? Now, before we go any further, we have to make the distinction between 360 ads and VR ads. Now, 360 ads are simply 3D videos that can appear anywhere, whilst VR ads are advertisements specifically featured within a headset experience, so you can actually walk around those ads or experiences. Another distinction between ad types: is it over the top, product type ad like Flex Seal, or something that goes deeper into storytelling like Apple's infamous 1984? Now, Jaron Lanier, we've done a video about him, link will be at the end of this video, says that VR has the possibility to be hijacked by those that care only about making money. If drawn to its logical conclusion, this could create experiences similar to Black Mirror's 15 Million Merits episode, where to continue on, you need to look and finish the advertisement. However, tremendous innovation can happen because of VR. One of these innovations will be experiencing before buying. In a world where information is at our fingertips and companies find it harder and harder to control the narrative, consumers can do their own research and figure out exactly what they want and what the company is giving to them. So the next stage is, after you've done your research, you can hop into, say, a virtual market and pick up the new iPhone Z and test it out for yourself. Another huge innovation will be AI. Back in May 2018, a leaked internal video from Google titled "The Selfish Ledger" showed an idea that everyone has a data ledger, where all of our data is stored. The more we do online, the more data is created. The finer tuned and more precise to us our ledger becomes. The video paints a reality where if you can't find a product you're looking for, the ledger could be used to design a product that you'd be interested. Now, this paints both an exciting and slightly terrifying reality of advertisements in VR. Now, on one hand, we'll have more control over the things we buy digitally before buying physically. On the other hand, do you really want your movements tracked for the purpose of advertisements? So we find ourselves at this shift from 2D screens to actually being in the worlds we're consuming. For ads to be enjoyable, or at the very least non-intrusive, we have to look at what makes ads great in the present. We have to look at Apple.
Until it's over. I'ma ride it till it's over.
Okay, this is one of my favorite ads of 2018 because 1, it immediately places you into a world, a story that you have to figure out. 2, it bends that world. It bends reality in an entertaining way. And 3, it only introduces the product after it's won you over. Now, for ads to truly work in VR, not only for the advertiser, but for the person watching it, the ad must get the user invested in the world it's trying to sell. Like, no one wants to stand in a 3D video as a product is plastered all over your face. VR is a great technology, and it's inevitable that any great technology will be used by companies to showcase their product. That's just how it goes. But by being aware of this shift before it happens, we can begin to plan ahead and hopefully create a future where infomercials are a thing of the past and catered, immersive experiences that just happen to be showcasing products are in the future.
Hey, thanks for watching. We've got a growing community of VR friends over at Discord. Click the link to join.